Welcome back to Inside the Heat. The Miami Heat coaching staff success begins with trust and creating a stable and productive environment for players to develop and improve their skills. And when it comes to getting the best out of their players, well, the coaches must have a full understanding of their daily grind. And the best way to achieve that is to have a staff that has grown from within the organization and with a hiring of former Heat players who have lived and breathed the Heat culture personally.
If you're going to turn over an assistant coach to a player, you better know what he's talking about to give him advice, life advice, basketball advice, nutritional advice. I don't like to turn loose a lot of people to get in the ears of players unless I really feel they have a reservoir of knowledge about how to coach players, and then it's okay.
And who better to select as a coach than former players who know those standards firsthand? Allen wide open. Yes! Who would have thunk it?
Malik Allen was a player that I coached back in 2003.
Put the ball up here like you're going to shoot it.
We knew of his character and the kind of person that he was. It's not surprising that he has gotten into the coaching profession, and it's great that we have Malik back.
Malik is another one of those guys that came up through our program, and he broke through, as a young player. He played a long career on several teams. He's been with some very good coaches I respect. So he's learned the fundamentals and the finer points of coaching.
I want you to set, open up this way.
Major part of his responsibilities will be developing the front court players, but it's not exclusive to that. I want him to grow. He's very committed, and I'm not surprised at all. He had a tremendous work ethic as a player. That's translated to the coaching side of things.
Malik was one of the guys who actually helped me focus on my mid-range shot so much because I was shooting with him and against him every day, and I was not winning.
Carter with a steal. Here he comes. Oh my! There he goes.
Anthony Carter, guess what? He played for us too, and probably becoming one of our best development coaches because he can still play basketball, actually. I mean, he's one of our better players out on the court. He goes out there and can work with players and help players become better, and they trust him.
Go, push, go!
He's somebody that players respect because of the journey that he was on to get to this point. He played 13 hard-earned years, was undrafted, worked his way through our summer program, earned everything that he got. I was an assistant coach at the time, so we spent a great deal of time together. The best thing I can say about Anthony Carter is he does not have a bad day. I've never seen him have a bad day. He has the most energy of anybody in the building. That's something that we all want to tap into. He's always been a natural-born leader, and that translates very well, obviously, to coaching.
The NBA isn't the only place to find great coaches. Riley discovered De La Grana at a local high school.
Coach O is a whole nother story. I remember meeting him because I went to a couple of games and watched him coach the varsity team. I really liked his thought process. I thought he was a heck of a basketball mind. We hired him as a scout.
Got it, got it, got it. There.
Coach O is one of the most invaluable staff members for our organization. He is the unofficial mentorship coach. He's a guy that doesn't want any attention, that has earned all the trust of everybody in that locker room, and that's because he's as pure as anybody you'll ever meet. He can offer great sage wisdom, and it's a gift. I tell him that all the time. He has a position where more people are knocking on his door and calling him up and texting him than probably anybody else on the staff.
Coach O, we call him Pops. He's one of those coaches that if you have a problem, you can talk to him. He's always there for us.
Don't slow down, don't jump, go!
Rob Fodor, he's sort of the mysterious guy. All shooting coaches are sort of the guys who are sort of in the background, But there's a different element to Rob in how he goes about and doing things. And so it isn't just teaching players how to shoot a basketball. It's teaching players how to get out of their heads. It's teaching players how to relax.
Coach Fodor's helped me a lot, obviously with my shooting mechanics and my technique. He's super smart. He knows the ins and outs, but just other ways to approach the game mentally, he's also helped me.
Yeah, he's like our secret weapon. So when you ask who is he, we don't want to answer. I think everybody in this league is probably looking for a very talented shooting coach. I compare it to a great swing coach in golf. They just view a shot differently than the majority of us. And he brings a skill set that none of us on our coaching staff have. He's our secret weapon, and we intend to keep it that way.
There we go, good.
That connection you get with Dion was tight.
Eyes up, head up, chest up. You're still playing that cat and mouse game between two.
Coaching is a moving dynamic, and each day is different. Each team is different. Your interactions and how you can impact a team is different.